Chapter 1. It began, as most earth-shattering events do, with a sneeze. Not just any sneeze, mind you. This was a sneeze of Olympian proportions, a cataclysmic expulsion of nasal fury that shook the very foundations of, well, everything. Nora, a perfectly ordinary accountant with a penchant for lukewarm tea and mildly embarrassing sweaters, had no idea she possessed such power. One minute she was balancing the books of a particularly inept bakery, whose accounts frankly were as chaotic as the ensuing reality shift. And the next, the world went delightfully, terrifyingly bonkers. The initial impact was disorienting. First, the office lights flickered, then the fluorescent tubes began to sing a surprisingly off-key rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody. The potted plant in the corner sprouted legs and ran off, muttering something about existential angst. And then the real madness began. Outside, the once familiar street scene had transformed into a surreal, slapstick parade. Dinosaurs, not the fossilized kind you find in museums, but actual living, breathing dinosaurs, were commuting to work on bicycles. A particularly grumpy triceratops was honking its horn at a late-arriving stegosaurus, who was attempting to parallel park a rather large and suspiciously shiny brontosaurus-shaped vehicle. Above, the moon, in a cosmic act of culinary absurdity, had been replaced by a colossal, perpetually steaming espresso machine. Its aroma, a potent blend of caffeine and cosmic dust, filled the air. Gravity, it seemed, had taken an extended vacation. Buildings tilted at precarious angles, cars floated lazily in the air like dandelion seeds, and a flock of pigeons, engaged in a highly philosophical debate on the merits of existentialism, were drifting effortlessly across the cityscape. One particularly pompous pigeon, perched atop a precarious stack of discarded pizza boxes, declared with theatrical flair, "The absurdity of existence is only surpassed by the lack of decent cheese on this margarita." Nora, still slightly dazed from the sneeze's aftereffects, found herself clutching her lukewarm teacup. It wobbled precariously, defying all known laws of physics, before suddenly launching itself into the air, performing a series of unexpected acrobatic maneuvers before gently landing back in her trembling hands, miraculously unscathed. It was at this point that Nora realized that her life, previously characterized by mild inconvenience and the occasional rogue crumb, had taken a rather dramatic turn towards the utterly absurd. The chaos was not malicious, not exactly. It was more whimsical. It was the kind of chaos that would make you laugh, even as you were simultaneously terrified of being.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?